Hello, welcome to episode 33 on how to make a GTA 5-star game in Unity3d. Today we're going to be doing the getting in and out of the vehicles, so just the jet at the moment. We're not going to do animations because they could be a big problem. Maybe I'll do them later on, I don't know. I just might not end up doing them at all. But yeah, so I'm just going to quickly plop this jet on the floor, somewhere closer to the spawn point, being over here, so I don't have to walk for miles. So just that. Okay, so there. Okay, so now we need to create a new script. Actually, no, we don't. We can. Oh God, what have I done? Open up player controller. And go in update, go at the bottom of update, so we're going to check if we press F, that's going to be interact key. So if input, go get key down is right. Any key in the project settings input is a button, but a key, you don't have to have it set up, it can just be any key you want. So we're going to go key code.f, because that will be our interact button, and then open the code block, and then we need to do a ray cast, which will then detect if there's a vehicle in front of us. So actually, first of all, what we need to do is create a tag. So go up to click on the jet when you have tag. It should say untagged. Click on it and go add tag, create, and then element 2 or whatever yours is. Just go vehicle and set the tag to vehicle. There we go. Nice. Right, so what we're going to do is go if physics dot ray cast. So this will cast array, sort of in the name. But above that, we need to go raycast hit, just that, and that's just a local variable called hit for the raycasts. So we need to, in the raycast, we need an origin, a direction, a distance, and the hit, raycast hit. So the origin will be transform.position. The direction will be transform.forward. The hit info will be out. Hit, because that's the hit variable we did before. Out is it means that within the method it can be assigned and returned. So yeah, and then we need a distance. So let's go, I don't know, 5. So that checks if the raycast hit anything. If it did, we then want to check if hit dot collider, that's the collider it hit, dot root, no, that's wrong, dot transform dot root dot compare tag, and then vehicle. So that checks if the tag is vehicle. So what it does is it gets the collider of the object that the raycast hit, and then gets the transform and finds the root object. So for example, if it hit the body, the jet body, it would hit the box collider, but the box collider isn't tagged vehicle, so it wants to find the root of the body, which is jet, which is then tagged vehicle, and then it just checks that the tag is vehicle, which it should be. Then we need to go we might have to do some deriving here. So what we're going to do is oh yes, we could do this. This will be a good thing to teach. Right, so in vehicles, we want to create a new C# script and name it base vehicle. And then we want to open up our jet script. God. Our jet script, and go where we have at the very top we have public class jet and then colon mono behavior. You want to change mono behavior to base vehicle.
And base vehicle is a mono behavior, so we'll still be able to do all that. But that just means that any any variables or whatever in the base vehicle it will derive from. So what we're going to do is open up base vehicle and create two methods. So public virtual, this means that it can be used in the jet, in the jet. Virtual get in, virtual void get in vehicle, and then public virtual void get out vehicle, I suppose, even though it doesn't make any sense by one. Okay, there we go. So in get in vehicle, we want to go this dot enabled equals true, and then we want to go game mode manager dot instance dot current character dot instance dot game object dot set active false. So that will just completely disable the current character, and then copy and paste whatever you have, copy and paste the code for getting vehicle and put it in get out vehicle and do this dot enabled equals false, and then we want to go the set active, set it to true, and then of course we need the we need a void start where it will this will be disabled, so this dot enabled equals false. So there we go. And now we can go in our, what the hell is it? Player controller. We can go hit.collider.transform.getComponent. Actually, we don't need .transform. We can just go hit.collider.getComponent. No, that's actually, we do need to do that. Transform.root.getComponent. Base vehicle dot get in vehicle okay, and then at the top, or no we don't, that's wrong, no, hold on, yeah, okay, that's good. So in game manager, where we have our character class, we need to go public boolean bool is in vehicle, so that would just be like for when you're in a vehicle, as it sort of says. And then when we get in the vehicle, we want to go local character dot is in vehicle equals true. So yeah, that's that. Sets us to being in a vehicle. No, but above that, we want to go if local character dot is in vehicle. So that checks if we're in the vehicle, and that says it's true. So actually, in fact, if we are in a vehicle, oh, okay. Put the local character dot is in vehicle above the raycast hit, and just close it there. Like that. Okay, so that only does the raycast if we're not in a vehicle. So that puts us in the vehicle, and then we want to go else for the is in vehicle. Local character dot is in vehicle equals false, and we need to also go in game manager, public in the character class, public base vehicle current vehicle. So that, yeah. So yeah, and then in the player controller, when we get in the vehicle, we want to go local character dot current, oh god, dot current vehicle equals hit dot collider dot transform dot root dot get component base vehicle. There we go. Now that's not very good for performance because you have to do the get component every time, but it doesn't really matter for now. And then we want to go where we set the is in vehicle equals false. We want to go local character dot current vehicle dot get out vehicle, and then we just go local character dot current vehicle equals null. There we go. So that means it derives. So our jet now derives from base vehicle. That's what the colon does. So if we just save it. So if we play, oh, I'm the wrong character. Hold on. That didn't seem to work. That was strange. Right. And that isn't disabled for some reason. Oh yeah, I have to mash it, don't I? Right. So if I just turn on use gravity. And I try to get in, we get a null reference exception. Maybe it's because we did it virtual. Maybe we don't do virtual, maybe we just do public void like that. That could be it. That's probably it. So if we do that, for some reason it doesn't get disabled. Hold on a second. Right, the reason that was because we have our own start method in Jet. So what we need to do is in our start method, we need to go base.start, and that will do it. So as you can see, and it's disabled. Voila. So if I just run my way over here, just quickly enable gravity, because gravity is quite useful. And then I press F, we still get no reference. And play control dot update. Oh. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Right. The reason we get the null reference is because we need to go if not local character dot is in vehicle. So just put an exclamation mark in front of it, and that is if not. My god. Sometimes I wonder how I remember to breathe. Alright, let's go over here. And just enable gravity so it actually falls down. I don't know why I don't do that, but whatever. So if we now press F, nothing happens. That's odd. We don't get the null reference anymore, that's good. Right, the reason, hold on. Yeah, the reason it wasn't working, let me just get rid of that, was because it was getting it from the feet. It was trying to find the hit object from its feet, and we don't want that. We want it from the center of the body, if not the head. So in the raycast, the origin, you want to go transform.position plus new vector 3010. So that just makes it go up 1 unit. So now if we go up to and press F, we will see that no, yeah, let me just enable gravity. Go to and press F, you will see that he gets in, and we can fly. We can stop, and we should be able to get out, but it seems we can't. Okay, let's have a look at our local character. He is in the vehicle, and our current vehicle is indeed the jet. But we press F, and nothing happens. Now, why is that? This is brilliant. Right. I don't know why I thought that would work, but for some reason I did. The reason it's not working is because the player controller is disabled along with all of the objects. So what we're going to do in base vehicle is we're going to go public character, is that the class? I think it is. In base vehicle we're going to go public character char no, let's just go driver, I suppose. Public character driver, and then we need to go public void update. It needs to be public because we need to call it from our widget. So public void update. If this if input.get get key down key code.f, we do the get out logic. So obviously we go driver dot is in vehicle equals false, and then get out of vehicle, call that, and then we go driver dot current vehicle equals null, and then obviously we go driver equals null. That way we have no driver. Voila. So in player controller, what we now need to do is when we get in the vehicle, we need to go hit dot collider dot transform dot root dot get component base vehicle, and then we need to go dot driver equals local character, and that is it. So now we should be able to get out. If we can't, I don't know what that is. We should be able to, and then we'll do the camera stuff. As you can see, I moved the jet a bit closer. So we get in, and we don't seem to get out. Driver is set, he is in vehicle. And it's because we didn't call update. Right, so we need to go in jet, in update, in the void update in jet, we need to go at the top, base dot update. God, base dot update. There we go. That should do it. So we get in. We go over here. We get in. And we get out. There we go. Lovely. Cool. So now that we've done that, we need to do the camera stuff. So we go in game manager. We go. Actually, no, we can just do this in the play controller. So we can just go simply. What is it? We can simply go camera.main.getComponent smoothfollow.target equals. Simply go. The hit.collider.transform.root.getComponent, but actually we don't need to do that. We can just go hit.collider.gameObject. No, dot transform rather. Dot transform dot root, and then we just do the same for the orbit, and there we go. And then what we need to do is go back in base vehicle, and then in the get out logic under everything we need to go equals so we do the camera.main.getComponent smooth follow target blah blah blah. So then we go game manager dot instance dot characters dot select character dot instance dot okay like that select character. There we go. So we go in the get out, we set the target to game manager dot instance dot characters open square bracket for the index game manager dot instance dot selected character dot instance to load point, and then you just do the same for the orbit as well in the get out logic. So that is the camera. So let's play, and then we go over to our jet. Come on. We get in, and there we go. So if we take off, There we go. Now, what might be better is we go, instead of setting the mouse orbit in player control, instead of setting the mouse orbit.target, we can just go mouse orbit.enabled equals false, and that'll give a much nicer effect. And then obviously we have to re-enable mouse orbit when we get out. So we just go mouse orbit.enabled equals true above the target set, otherwise it won't set the target. And then what we could do, once I've done this, I'll just hold on. We can do in the base vehicle, we can do a few variables that say, okay. And mouse orbit doesn't seem to want to work. It doesn't want to seem to disable. And why is that? Let's see, shall we? Let's find somewhere. It's aiming. Oh, I didn't realize we had that. We can go game manager.instance.follower instead of having to get the component. That's better. Sweet, and then .orbiter as well. I completely forgot about that. So instead of having to get mouse orbit and the follower, we can just do this. So it's the orbit, follower. Now let's see why that doesn't get disabled. So hold on, I'll pause it while I do this. Right, so here we go. Here, that doesn't help, does it? Game manager in the game manager in the update. Where we have if input.get button snapback, and then after the code block, just before the else, we want to go else if current character dot is in vehicle, and then we just want to go orbiter dot enabled equals false. Voila. So. So if we get in, there we go, and it follows it as it should. Although it's a bit buggy, but oh god. I think the jet's a bit sensitive. Yeah, and then oh god. So I'll just show you the getting out, getting in. So what we're going to do is quickly, so if we get out, there we go, that works. So what we're going to do is open up the base vehicle and go public float distance and then public float height. So this is for the camera. So then we go 5 to, so we want to go in the get out, you want to go game manager dot instance dot follower dot distance equals, what's the default distance? 5, and the height is 2, so game manager dot instance dot follower dot height equals 2. But in player controller, where we get in the vehicle, we want to go game manager dot instance dot follower dot height equals, and then we get the base vehicle, and then we go dot height, and then we do the same for the distance. So follower dot distance equals base vehicle dot distance. So let's say the height will be, yeah, height 2, but distance, let's give it, say 10. Oh, it doesn't like that. Dot driver dot distance, there we go. Okay, so then we go So we set the, as you can see, they're here. So the height will be 2 again. So distance, let's go 10. And then that'll be in every one of our vehicles now. So if we get, there we go. We take off. Yeah, the jet's a bit sensitive. It's all done with the mouse as well. So there we go. And then let's bail out in midair. Already on the floor. Ah. It gets out where we got in. Okay, so it's quite an issue. So all we have to do for that is when we get in, we have to go under the, where we set the driver, we want to go transform.parent equals the vehicle, base vehicle dot transform. And then when we get out, we want to go driver dot instance dot transform dot parent equals null. So that'll mean when we get in, we will follow the jet wherever it goes. So if we get in, we see Justin is now part of the jet. So if I take off, and then let's say I'm going to land just behind this house. Come on. Oh, so smooth. Brilliant. Right, so then I get out. I said, oh, I pressed tab instead of F. There we go. We got out in the right place. And yeah, and it's no longer a child of the jet. Cool. Right, that is it. Sorry, this episode wasn't particularly great. I only planned it to be short, but I really didn't expect me to fail as much as I did. So yeah, sorry that. I'm going to probably do cars next week and then helicopters maybe another day. I don't really know. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.